Alright, everybody, welcome back to Journey to Valhalla, our original Dungeons & Dragons campaign. This is going to be part 4, episodes, I don't know, 7 and 8.
7 and 8?
7 and 8, I think.
Yep.
Something
7
like
and
that.
8.
It says it in the title.
I think so.
Um, Sorry for missing last week. We had some scheduling conflicts. We should be back to our regular every Tuesdays. And as always, if you want more D&D content, make sure you check out the live stream. We stream this session Tuesdays at 7-ish. Come by at 6:30 so you don't miss it. PM Pacific Standard Time on Twitch. Link below in the description. As well as 2 other D&D campaigns. Wednesday at 7:30 and Thursday at 7:30 over on Twitch as well. We'll start with some quick introductions, just again so that you can familiarize yourself with the voices. Let's go in Discord order, skipping down.
Hello, I'm Chris. I'll be playing Gary again.
And my name is Nick, and I will be playing Ixion.
My name is Richard. I'll be playing Sigvard.
And my name is CJ, and I play Spiros.
I'm Dallin, I'm the DM. Alright. Jumping straight into it then?
E.
Alright, just a bit of a quick recap. I just gotta make sure where we left off.
I'm about to lose my entire army.
Yeah, so a quick recap. They were in the cave. They entered mysterious pit thingy. They got spat out into the sea. They met a fancy character, Yules. And he's agreed to take them to Stickelstad, where some of the characters have a past with the leader of Stickelstad. So he is there. They got to the beach, had a nice argument, and they're preparing for battle. As far as everyone knows, they're preparing for battle. Anyways, so we're just gonna start things off just like this.
Lol, bye.
All right. So
Love to see it.
it's Ixion and Gary on the beach, and so as far as not combat, as far as these armies go, you each sent in your entire armies, and they're on their way traveling.
Yeah.
They should be meeting up with you in about a day-ish, maybe a little bit less, like 18 hours-ish.
Okay.
And Stickelstad is still off in the distance. I did send in the Discord last week a picture of what Stickelstad looks like, if you care to check that out.
E. Is this the blue one?
Yeah.
Is blue
I
water or ground?
It's ground. I couldn't edit the ground for some reason.
That's okay.
And I was just trying to make it quick
No,
because
you're
I thought
fine.
we had a session last week.
You're fine.
Anyways, yeah, so that's all normal, dirt, stone, everything like that, pathways. Yeah, and it's still about a half day's journey away, but you can see Stickelstad.
Okay. Well, I would like to make my way to Stickelstad.
I'm followed directly behind him.
Alright, are you two just making your way without waiting, or
Waiting for what?
army to show up at all?
I was gonna meet the army at Stickelstad.
Okay, sounds good. So they'll be about a day and a half until they're in Stickelstad.
Okay. I want to use my contact thing and let them know that I will meet them outside the gates to the city or whatever, however it's set up.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab my ring. I'm going to concentrate. And I'm going to contact Huey. Huey, are you there?
Yes, sir. What is it?
I hope you got my message to
I
bring
did.
the men to Stickelstad.
Yes, yes, sir. We are preparing for travel right now. We shall be there as soon as we can.
Excellent. Meet me outside the city when you arrive.
Will do, my lord.
I will let you know as we get close on a precise meeting location.
All right.
And then I'll cut the connection and continue walking.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
After following immediately, I choose to call my commander, Kolas.
Mhm.
So I concentrate. I'm summoned. Kolas, are you there?
Yes. What can
Tis
I do for you?
Gary, the
Yeah.
the greatest swordsman, Gary. Uh, I need all 10,000 of you at the gates of Stickelstad as soon as you can.
All right. We shall get ready for that, and we shall be there as soon as we can.
I need you sooner than that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I cut.
Okay. All right. And so now you just want to head towards Stickelstad.
Yeah.
All right, so it's about a half day's journey from where you're at. Um, Pretty much everything goes according to plan as you're walking. You can see it in the distance. You're just going over hills and stuff like that. Not too much grassy terrain. It's mainly rocks. A lot of mountain type, but it's like hilly mountain kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, Making your way up and down, and then you're gonna get outside the city, or you're gonna get to the town of Stickelstad itself. And so the town is not behind walls at all, but there is a base in the very far northern side from when you're entering.
Hmm.
And that is what's going to be walled off and looking like it's heavily protected by guards, archers, some kind of creatures that you guys have never seen before as well. But then there is an entire town underneath where it looks like it's a lot of poverty around.
Hmm.
Not much going on. They don't really have much to keep them going. They're just simple farmers and some kind of blacksmith, but not really a blacksmith because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Hmm.
He's just making his living.
Okay.
Right? What would you like to do as you approach Stickelstad?
Um, let me see. Do I have? No, I don't have any like clothes or anything. But it doesn't matter. Okay. I want to kind of. I want to make my way into the settlement in a sort of casual manner, as if
Mhm.
I'm just, there for regular stuff.
Passerby, you know.
Yeah.
As a wanderer kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I want to kind of go up to who are the people there. I want to find some people and talk to them.
Yeah, there's just gonna be a group of homes right as you enter with like a cathedral looking next to it. But the first group of homes, there's gonna be just a few people just sitting outside, just kind of biding their time out, and nothing else. Just these houses and this cathedral, just kind of sitting out in the dirt.
Okay. I would like to get close to the people, but not like interact with them. And I want to like see if I notice anything about them.
Okay. Do you want to give me a history check?
Sure. History. That is a 18.
18. All right. You sort of recognize these people. You do not know them by name, but you recognize the faces. You remember being here not too long ago, about a year ago when you had your previous interactions in Stickelstad.
Okay.
And you kind of just recognize these faces as these people, and pretty much it was the same situation that they're in right now, a poverty-filled town with, this
Yeah.
fortress and stuff.
Okay. Are they like doing any sort of labor or anything?
Currently, they're just sitting around and they have little wooden water cups basically where they're just kind of holding and sipping. They're not even talking too much. They're literally just standing there like scarecrows, or sitting there more like, kind of like scarecrows, just
Okay.
waiting for something to happen.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna leave them be and continue to look around. I'm just trying to get a like sense of the area.
Okay.
As I'm following behind him, I pace to his side, and in a, not a whisper, but kind of a low tone, to Ixion, Gary says, "Wow, it's a real shame. These people, they've no idea the pain and horrors to come.
These are not the people that are our target, Gary. Remember that.
Of course, but there's there's no chance they can escape the crossfire of this battle."
That is, you make a good point. And I will approach the people.
Okay. They are just gonna are just kind of keep standing there, kind of, just
Okay.
dead to the
Is it
world
like
type stuff, and just
how many people are there?
six.
6. Okay. And are there dudes?
Yeah, there's two men, two women, and two younger looking teenage type, a boy and a girl.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to them. Pardon me, sir. May I have a word with you?
Uh, yeah, yes. What would you like?
May I have a word with you alone?
Sure. Do you want this away from Gary as well?
No.
Okay.
I just want it away from his family.
Okay. He'll kind of pull off to the side hesitantly, and just kind of walk up to you, kind of within sight of of these other people, but can't hear anymore.
Okay. How quickly could you get your family out of here?
Out of here? Where would we even go, and why would we do such a thing?
I've heard rumors from up above that there is to be a siege.
A siege? When is this supposed to happen?
I do not know, but from what I've heard from the guards, it seems to be approaching quickly.
Oh, yeah. I can. That's my family over there. The lady on the left, and that's my boy right there. We can get out and we can have them tell people, and we can try and leave. It's just a matter of where we go. There's nothing even close to us.
Make your way to the beach. You will find safe harbor.
The beach. Um. Okay. I I I guess we could do that, but you are 100% certain this siege is happening?
Yes, my commander informed us of it this morning. Scouts brought word back that there were multiple armies approaching, and
Oh,
I could not, in good conscience, let the innocent people of the city be in harm's way.
well, thank you. I I shall try and gather up as much as I could. I myself am gonna try and gather everyone that I know around here, but
Good.
are you gonna be telling other people as well?
We will tell who we de who we will tell uh, who we can, but don't spread the word like wildfire, or else pandemonium will happen and nobody
Yes,
can escape.
indeed.
Okay.
Grab those around you
Grab those you love
and
and
try to keep it
and
quiet,
yes,
but
Okay.
get out while you can.
Okay. What what of the people that are in jail right now?
there isn't time.
Okay.
We will see what we can do, but the innocent folk of this city do not deserve what is coming to them.
Okay. Just just so you know, there's the jail just like I want to say 20 houses and up and to the right a bit, but those people will need help as well as the old folks home, which is just across from the jail. They'll need all the help they can get.
Understood.
We will do what we can, but get your loved ones and leave.
And he's gonna kind of put his hands together and just like bow like in a respectful way and just turn around and start to go to his family and this other family.
We shall see what we can do for the others, but make haste. And I will turn to walk away.
Okay. All right. Where would you like to go?
I would like to get to where like we're a little bit away from them, or a bit away from the people we just talked to,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna turn to Gary. What are your thoughts on those, the rest of the people that he told us?
Well, uh, we will do what we can, but we must remember we cannot spread word to those above or any higher ups that may protect or inform those about the incoming battle that we can't we mustn't that we mustn't let know.
Indeed. That was my worry too. I would be afraid that guards at the jail would catch ear of what we were doing and spread the information, and I fear that
Exactly.
the elderly might be more of a liability than we can account for.
Agreed. We shall get the young families of those innocent with full lives that they can live. We'll do what we can today. We have about half day until we must rest ourselves for battle, but
Yes.
until then we there's only so much we can do.
Shall we? I think we could add a few souls to our cause. What do you think? There
Can you
has to
say
be
that again?
people in this city that there has to be people in this city that hate the tyranny as much as I do, as much as we do.
We'll look for the young, those young, brave, and strong enough to fight alongside.
Yes.
Let's not make haste.
No, we must
Uh,
keep quiet, keep a low profile.
can we see if there's a store for wares or clothing to look for casual clothing for the area? I guess. So we just
Yeah,
kind of look more.
there's a general goods store. Kind of has some clothing, some rations, just everything that you might find at a modern day Walmart.
Dope.
Can I buy an Xbox?
Okay. Well, now
Yeah.
I want to hit you, Gary.
Um, I'd love to get some clothes that are more normal to the area.
Hit him. Do it.
Well,
Okay.
I'm behind you. I'm by your side, Ixion.
Good. We must try to blend in a little bit. I think that would be helpful.
And so, yep, I will follow you to the convenience store, General's Walmart, as they say.
Cool, cool. The Mart of Wall.
Mart of
Mart
Wall.
of Wall.
Thank you. It's now the Mart of Wall.
Dang, dope.
All right, so you make your way to the Mart of Wall, and you notice this store is actually empty. There's not a soul in sight, as in person wise. That's why I should have clarified. No one's in there, but there's just everything's still on its shelves, and no one's by.
Hmm. Can I determine why there's nobody there?
Sure. Give me investigation check.
Okay.
I
13.
don't know why that was so hard to say. Um, you don't know for certain, but you assume that the man you told about the invasion has already gotten to this general goods store. And most of these stores that you now see around town, most of them will be about unoccupied,
Okay.
as everyone is home gathering things for a journey away from their homes.
Okay. Are there any like guards in the area
In the March of the
or
Wall, there are
anything?
no guards. Up by the old folks' home, there is 6 guards stationed out front,
Okay.
and at the jail, there's 2 stationed out front, and no idea how many inside either.
Okay. Um, can we see them from where we are?
If you were to leave the store, you could probably see them. They'd probably be about 100 to 150 feet away.
Okay. I would like to check the guards. Like, I just want to get into eyesight and see if they're behaving normal
Okay.
or if they're starting
Um.
to catch on.
Uh. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Nat 20.
Oh, jeez.
They
Better
have
than me.
no idea what's going on. They
Cool.
have seen a bit of movement around town,
He
but they
dies.
don't.
Nick rolled a nat 20.
Oh shit.
Shit! Reveler!
It happened.
Get
Let's
wrecked.
go.
Oh yeah, it was Revelar, not Gary. That's right. That's
All
my
right,
bad.
Revelar's dead now.
Oh.
He's
That bitch that
excited.
that
Revelar is
bitch that's
dead.
taking you back to the bridge is gonna slit your throat. He's
Oh.
gonna
So
push you into
confused.
the off the cliff.
Anyway,
You missed
moving
it,
on.
Chris.
I'm confused.
It's okay.
Maybe if you were here an hour ago, you would have got the joke.
45 minutes, not an hour.
Anyways, where was I? What was I describing?
I was streaming for an hour before you got here.
You were
Wait,
saying
where
that
was I
they didn't
last?
notice anything. They don't know what's happening.
Okay, yeah. They didn't notice anything. They do, however, notice people are moving around, but they think nothing of it.
Cool.
They're just kind of glancing and just a little shrug, kind
Is
of,
it
when
they
they
kind of
look at
just
each other.
assume it's poor people doing stupid things?
Yeah.
Is what they think.
Basically,
Got it.
they just think it's completely normal.
Cool. Okay, I will go back to the store and find Gary. Is Gary still in the store?
Sure, he
I'm
wasn't
behind.
with you.
Oh, I assumed I was behind. I guess I'm in the store.
Okay, I will
I never
come
spoke
back to
anybody.
you and I'll explain. So
Yeah, you
I
can
went
come to me. Yeah.
I went to go check the guards and they, even though there seems to be some sort of ruckus happening throughout the lower district, it does not appear that the guards have taken notice or particularly care, which makes sense considering they are his men.
That's good news. At least we did our part. Um, from what I saw in the store, there's not much left, but there might still be something here that can be of use.
Okay. So yeah, what's left in the store?
Pretty much some old robes. Fairly what you would think is like a ranger's outfit in these times.
Yeah.
With a hood and a cloak all over your body. Um, some of those brown, pretty bad, like like the brown or those sack bags.
Mhm.
That kind of color and texture as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So these rough robes, they're left. There's some foot wrappings, which is literally as I described. It's wrappings that you will wrap around your foot,
Yeah.
not actual shoes. Um, and then there is rations, about 6 days for each of you, so 12 total rations
Okay.
left on these shelves.
And is
Okay.
that it?
And that's pretty much it for right now, or pretty much it. Sorry.
Cool. I will take one of the robes, toss it to Gary, and
Um,
I will take one
do
for
I catch
myself.
the? Do I catch it when he throws it to me?
Yeah, sure.
I was gonna be like, do I need to roll?
Give me a performance check.
I was gonna assume like an acrobatics or something, but I could do performance.
No. No. You catch a robe that's tossed at you very lightly.
I suggest we wear these to make ourselves at least a little bit more inconspicuous.
Incognito.
I would also I'm gonna take off my half plate.
Okay.
Or okay, this is a you ruling thing.
Yeah.
Can I take off part of my half plate? Like, can I take off the arms part and just leave myself
Um.
with a breastplate? Or do I have to take the whole thing
Uh.
off?
Can you modify like your armor class just on D&D Beyond?
I can just go get a like tight. I can just add a breastplate. It's lower AC than a half plate.
I think you can just click on armor class and customize, I believe. Yeah, override it and just take one off, and I'll say you can do it.
Okay. Well,
So go down.
I'm gonna just. Do you mind if I just like add a breastplate real quick?
Yeah, sure, that's
Because
fine.
I just the reason I want it is not for the AC but for the stealth disadvantage.
So you still have stealth. You
Yeah.
don't have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. Just add the breastplate and then take off the half plate for now.
Okay. So
But you won't
add
have the breastplate,
breastplate.
obviously, to like
Right.
sell
Yeah.
or do anything with. Give
I
you
just
any
want to
money.
put it on for right now so that way it doesn't. Remember that I don't have it, but I still have decent AC. So yeah. So
Okay.
it brought my AC down one,
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect then.
and I. Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna take my arms off and put them in my bag. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone has a bag. That's what you bought in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna take anything off. I'm just gonna put my robe on over my leather.
Okay.
All right. Then I will be fine. I don't really need anything else. Do you need anything else, Gary?
Of what they have, no. Let's find shelter for the night.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
It's nearing nighttime.
Yeah, I assumed it was like afternoon-ish,
Okay.
sunset-ish kind of time.
Yeah, so we'll say it's 10 o'clock at night
Okay.
right now, and your army should be arriving another half day after that, so about 10 in the morning or so.
Okay.
Because you've spent some time in the city so far.
Yeah. I would like to get out of the city.
Okay.
Should we set up camp outside the city and await our army?
It is a good idea. I was gonna be like, do we have rations? But I know we're not really counting rations that much.
Yeah, no, rations is too difficult to take care of, and I don't want
It's
to
too
take
much
care
work.
I appreciate that.
of it.
Okay. So yeah. Then let us. Do we? Is the army
Did we
coming
have to-
from the north,
Hold on, did
or
we pay for that for those robes?
there was nobody in there? So
Okay.
I'm fine with Jay
Just
stealing.
taking him. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm neutral, so it's fine.
All right, sick. Continue.
Do we know? So are our armies coming from the north, or do we know where they're coming from?
They are gonna be coming from the west, or the west to the beach, basically.
So they're gonna come
You
to the
can't.
beach.
Yeah. So just to put
Okay.
it in perspective, you came from the south and went to the beach. They're coming from the west to the beach, and so they'll dock on the beach and then head north as
Okay.
you did.
Okay. So let's head back to the beach and await our army's arrival.
Okay, just so you know, that is just like a half-day travel back to the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be arriving as they roughly get there. Still good, right? Or
Yeah. It just doesn't give us a rest, but
That's fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I haven't used anything, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm also good.
so you guys are gonna travel back to the beach,
Yeah.
awaiting your guys. You're also gonna notice there is a fair amount of city folk that have kind of gotten to this beach and dug out pits or pits out of this sand and put some wood in, attempting to get some fires going.
Okay.
Um, they're just kind of setting up like their own camp right there on the beach.
Okay. I would like to go to one of them, but not the same people, and just kind of hang out with one of the groups so
Sure.
that we kind of look natural.
Okay. Let's just say you go up to a group. There's a older grandpa-looking age, man that's starting a fire
Hmm.
with like generations of men. So it looks like a grandfather, a father, and a son.
Okay.
Okay.
Does
And
he happen to be struggling to start the fire?
no,
Damn it.
he's just setting up.
Damn it.
Do you want to?
I wanted to light the fire with the hand axes.
You can do it, Nick.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna
So
I'll go up to them and pretending he's struggling.
I'm not.
he's
I'm not
struggling
with
now.
him.
Yeah.
He's
I just. I
struggling now.
assume. I assume Gary is off. Just kind of practicing his
Vibing.
swordsmanship.
Gary doing
Vibing
Gary
with elves.
things.
Yeah.
Gary doing
So
Gary things.
I'm
I don't know
gonna
if you
come
ever
up to the
noticed.
older gentleman and kind of put my hand on his uh back. Do you need a hand with that, sir?
Well, I wouldn't mind.
I learned I learned this trick when I was a kid. And I'm going to Is he like using like a flint and steel kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna can I grab the flint?
Sure.
And I'm gonna grab out one of my hand axes, not lit on fire,
Okay.
because I can light them at will, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They
So
light up whenever you want.
I'm going to grab one of my hand axes, and I'm gonna take the flint and like crouch down next to the fire pit, and I'm gonna like smack it once, and as soon as it hits the flint, I'm gonna make it ignite so that it doesn't look like I'm magically igniting them.
Hmm.
And I want to like start the fire that way.
Okay. He's gonna see you, kneel down by the fire with this flint in your hand. You're gonna chip it away, and then your axe is gonna catch on fire, and it looks like this huge little, like, okay, not huge, a very mini fireball was just casted type of thing
Yeah.
going to this campfire, or to this wood. It's gonna catch and stuff, and then it's gonna slowly start to burn and turn into a normal fire. He's just gonna look and just like, through all my years, I haven't seen anything like that one yet. That's quite the little trick, man. Young
Thank you,
man.
sir. Thank you, sir. I picked it up from my master of arms when I was younger, and I'll hand him back the flint.
Okay. He'll just take the flint and start to pocket it and stuff, and start to set up his camp, pull out some blankets and stuff to lay around the fire with his son and his grandson.
Do you mind if I join you?
I don't have an extra blanket, but if you want to stand on the or go to the other side of the fire with us, then yeah.
I will be all right without any of your provisions. I can make do for myself. Thank you. I just would like the company.
You got it, man.
Alright, and I'll go sit down.
Okay. Sorry about that. Roommate came in getting water.
You're good.
Okay. So time's gonna go by. Gary's kind of doing his thing, you know. Sorry, something caught my throat.
Oh, you're good.
Time's gonna go by, and it's only about an hour passes before you're gonna notice that this fleet of ships is gonna approach right onto this beach, and they're gonna start docking and unloading right now.
Okay.
Do you just wish to stay there? You're gonna go over at all, or
I will kind of chill until I see my commander.
okay? So some time's gonna go by. They're gonna be unloading their stuff, provisions, everything they have, and eventually you're gonna see Huey. He's gonna get off the boat eventually, one of the lead ships, and he's just gonna step out, take a look around, look at his men, and just kind of nod, and they're gonna start making their way towards Stickelstad.
Okay. I will stand up as he makes his way onto the beach and take my hood off so that he can see me.
Okay, he's gonna just make eye contact with you from a distance.
And can I like, I want to gesture to him to like hold the troops.
Just kind of like put a hand up
Yeah.
secretly.
Yeah.
He's just gonna turn, or he's gonna keeping eye contact. He's just gonna do a little nod or whatever, and you're gonna see him turn around, put both his hands up, and like gesture his people to sit down and stuff like that, make camp.
Okay. Um, and I want to come over to him, have a conversation
Okay.
as we're kind of setting up and everything.
Okay.
So I'll embrace him with a arm shake, kind of grab him by the forearm, typical,
Yeah.
dude handshake. Good to see you.
And you, my sir.
Thank you for coming on such short notice.
It's always my pleasure to serve you.
Let me catch you up to speed on what is happening here.
Okay.
As you know, many years ago, my family was slaughtered at the battle that took place here.
Just gonna kind of nod like sympathetically a bit.
And I've got intel that the man that led the charge has taken up a residence in this city that he laid waste to. And
And sorry, go for it.
I've brought you here because we must end his reign.
It's tyranny.
Yes. He must be brought to justice for the atrocities that he committed on my people and many others.
So you wish to just full on assault this fortress in Sticklesod?
Indeed. I
Okay.
I'm gonna like gesture around to the innocent people around us. I have brought as many people out of the city as I could, but I could not save everybody. However, it is my belief that those who stand up to fight are unfortunately collateral damage. So I ask that you take caution as you make your way through the city to spare those that do not engage you, but show no mercy to those that do.
That it kind of leaves us a bit vulnerable if we're on edge the entire time.
You need not worry about. You must just fight what's in front of you. And if the things are no, if people are not in front of you, then leave them be. I'm afraid that some of these people have lived under the same injustice that we are fighting to end. So all I ask is that you take some caution. I understand that that might be somewhat difficult to distinguish those who to show mercy to, but I hope that you are understanding.
Of course, sir. And he's gonna kind of gesture to some of the second people in command, kind of thing, and pass the word around to be cautious on their assault.
Okay. And then I'm going to turn around towards the kind of townsfolk that have made their way to the beach.
Mhm.
And I'm going to yell as loud as I can.
Just a scream.
Well, no, I'm gonna talk,
Oh, okay.
but loudly so that everybody can hear me.
Like like a like a war commander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I got you. I thought you literally meant like a primeval
Oh, no, no,
scream.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm gonna project my voice as much as I can. Fortunately, I don't have thaumaturgy, so I can't like, literally project my voice. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and talk real fucking loud.
Okay.
People of Sticklestad, I ask for your attention. Do they look at me?
Sorry, I was muted. um, the townsmen are gonna kind of just all turn their heads, kind of getting up, and you're also gonna notice that daybreak is starting to set on as well.
Dope. The reign of Yorgar has gone on long enough. Your people have been subject to injustice for long enough, and it is time that you rise up and set yourselves free. My army and I are going to storm that castle. And I ask you to think to yourselves whether whether you want your children to grow up in the same shadow that has plagued this city, or if you want them to grow up in the light, in the hope of a new era. And if the latter is your choice, I ask that you stand and you fight. And we shall put an end to this. Who's with me?
Most of these townspeople are just gonna kind of look at you like kind of like the you're crazy look on it.
Fuck.
One's gonna one older gentleman's gonna also stand up and just say, none of us have dared to challenge your guy in the past. What makes you so sure that you could do it?
Look around you, pointing to my army, Gary's army. We have the numbers, and we have the will.
It's kind of like an Irish accent. It's cool.
And he's just gonna kind of nod and turn back to the people and just like he's gonna kind of look around at certain people, and others are gonna kind of stand up with him. It's gonna be about a total of about 25 people. They're all gonna be standing and getting ready to bunch up and stuff, and all of which are gonna walk up and just ask, "Do you have some extra weapons to loan? We wish to fight for our town too."
Of course. My men can spare as many weapons as you need. Or our men can spare as many weapons as you need. All we ask is for arms to wield them.
All right, they're just also gonna just nod and make their way over to these supply crates that your armies have been unloading onto this beach, and they're gonna kind of get geared up, and you're gonna have an extra 25 people
Dope.
in your army.
Better than nothing.
Sick. 20,025.
Now, we march. And we take back your city. We take back our city. And I will kind of take out one of my hand axes, light it on fire, or take out both of my hand axes, light it on fire, and point one of it forward like a march, like a charge kind of a thing, but not charge.
All right, you're
And
also
begin
gonna notice.
marching.
Okay, you're also gonna notice the old guy that you helped light the fire, the grandfather-looking gentleman.
Hmm.
He's just gonna kind of smile and just like looking at the axes, like I see what you did there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna kind of be nodded, just like, all right, all right.
Dope.
All right, so you wish to make your way back to Sticklestad?
Yeah. My fucking arm of my chair is broken.
Okay.
Dope. I'll fix it later.
Gary and Ixion, I would like you to both give me stealth checks.
Okay, okay. Oof, yikes. That's a 4.
14 plus 3, so 17.
17 and 4?
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to be journeying back to Sticklestad, and your armies are going to have torches lit as it's a half-day journey. Daybreak was just starting, but that was, 12 hours ago as you made your way back into Sticklestad. So nighttime's going to start to come in. All your men are going to have torches, and in particular, Ixion, your men are just going to be super loud, just rap. I mean, you do have 9,000 Ravengers
Yeah.
with you.
We're not stealthy.
They are just, yeah, they
Oh,
are
yeah.
not stealthy at all. They are going to be screaming as they can see
Let's go.
Sticklestad over the top of this last hill that
Let's
you're
fucking
making.
go.
These men are just going to start to charge at them. These heavies, they're also going to start to just push with them. On the other hand, Gary, your guys are going to be a little more stealthy as they're the master of dual swordsmen. You know, they're going to be more like oh, we need to get a good flanking position, and they're going to kind of split off in two different groups, each in 5,000, and they're going to go to the sides of this fortress and stuff like that, and everyone's going to start to siege on this fortress.
Let's fucking go.
All right, I'm
Oh, I'm gonna put my full armor back on.
okay, yeah, and then just delete the breastplate, or I
Yeah.
guess you can keep it for now, just in case you ever want to do that again.
I'll just remove it
Um,
so that I remember that I don't actually have it.
okay, and it's gonna take some time to get through these defenses.
Yeah.
Because these are giant walls. There's archers firing from above. All your men are really doing, since you don't really have too much supplies, or they're just running and just trying to knock down these giant wood beams covering the fort and stuff,
Yeah.
trying to break it all down.
Fuck it up.
What would you and or what would Gary and Ixion like to do while this is happening?
Gary.
I follow behind my army, ready to command, but swords drawn, also ready to fight. I'm just getting a good glimpse of the battlefield to prepare for the best possible move.
Okay. And Ixion?
I am in full Adderall state. I am in with my boys, fucking shit up.
Okay.
In the middle of them, like towards the front, like leading the fucking charge. I'm about to like fuck people up kind of state. I'm in that eyes focused, wide-eyed fucking rage.
Just shotgunned a couple bangs.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you guys are going to be starting to siege this place. And now we're going to kind of do a little bit of a transition over to Spiros and Sigvard.